This is my Ghoul review. Now I have zero allegiance to this game and I don't even play it in recent times. You can expect me to be as brutally honest as humanly possible. With that being said, my goal is not to just take a fat dump on the game. I used to grind this game a lot and enjoy it quite a lot. Let's start with the progression. The grind in this game is huge. It reminds me much of the grind in GTA Online, except the difference is in GTA Online you can grind for something and then you can have a decent amount of fun with that item you get. In this game, when you grind for something, you get about maybe a few minutes of fun in return. It's not nearly as rewarding. I feel like one of the main motivations when starting out is when you see these other noobs, you want to get strong enough so you can one tap them, so you could kill them with ease. But when you actually get strong enough to do that, you'll quickly realize it's very boring killing someone who's completely helpless against you. It's not fun at all. You become so powerful in this game that they literally cannot do anything against you except sit in the safe zone. And if you kill them anyways, you're kind of a dick because you're killing someone who can't do anything against you. The biggest strong suit of this game is the game's models. The models are very good in this game. They just look amazing. They look cool. They look solid. They look very good. But the downsides are very great. The amount of grinding you have to do is ridiculous. And what kind of bothers me, you can buy Coganes, but I think it's very misleading. You can buy them with Robux, but most people don't realize is the biggest Coganes, Eto and Godzilla, which are definitely the two most purchased Coganes. They have a level requirement. You need to get to level 1000, which is half of the max level, to even use the later stages. So a lot of people spend, how much is it? You can spend 1,000 Robux just to realize you can't even use the thing you just bought unless you grind 1,000 levels. And even if you get the RC cells required, you still need those 1,000 levels, which is just, I'm all for making the game not pay to win, but being able to buy something and then basically not use it is a little scummy. And I know it's not done on purpose. There is zero indicator beforehand. The only way to know the requirements is from buying it. I mean, come on, who the hell in their right mind is buying Godzilla and expecting this? Are you kidding me? This is a furry. This ain't Godzilla. What even would be the problem with getting the Coganes when you're below level 1000? You're not gonna have enough health or do enough damage for it to really even matter anyways. It's just kind of weird. You're probably thinking, oh, this guy's just mad that he bought Godzilla with Robux and couldn't even use it. I haven't bought a single Kogane with Robux. The only game pass I've ever purchased on this game is this one right here. I feel like the combat in this game isn't really balanced at all, and I don't like the combat system too much. For example, Godzilla, you know, it's Godzilla. You'd think it would be good, but every single one of its moves can be interrupted, which on paper doesn't sound bad, but when you realize there's long range attackers that both push you back and interrupt you, it's kind of annoying. If you want to try to get away, that can be interrupted too. Why is that a thing? Every single move except for the left click can be interrupted on Godzilla. It's Godzilla. Are you kidding me? Why are they able to do that? It's a long range attack. I'll never understand the balancing in this game. I don't know why, but for some reason, almost every game I go into, half of the lobby is just standing on these crates or on the roof, and they're just socializing. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like it's a bad sign if half the lobby is choosing to sit around and do nothing rather than play the game. It's different with games that have a lobby. You know, you go into the lobby and then you go into a game, but this game doesn't have a lobby. Why are people always standing around socializing instead of playing the game? I feel like there's a lot of underutilized features in this game, which like this zone control. This is supposed to be like a King of the Hill type of thing where you secure the point for your faction or whatever, but no one actually does this because there's no reward to it and there's not really a purpose to it. Now the faction system in this game, I don't really know what they did with the factions, but they're kind of lame. I remember I joined a faction and they're just like role playing. You had to stand in a line and you weren't supposed to speak out of turn. You weren't supposed to move or else you'd get a strike. This is very picky of me. I'm gonna include it anyways. I really don't like the dashing system in this game. You just spam it. And on top of that, I hate the control for it. You have to double tap the W every time you want to do it. So you're just sitting there spamming the W key. I don't know why, but for some reason it just Anyways, these bandit beater games are pretty boring, especially since there's so many more games out on the platform now. If what you want is a bandit beater where you just go brain dead and kill NPCs without much thought to it, maybe you'll enjoy this, but I just really don't think the end game is all worth it in this game. Now, if we look at the developers for this game, it actually looks like it's just one guy that made all of this, which is quite impressive. I can't help but imagine what this game could become if he brought on more people. I feel like the game would probably require some serious revamping, but I mean, it's not a terrible game, and it's probably the best Tokyo Ghoul game currently out. If I had to start over again, I would not play this game. The grind is too deep, and the grind is not worth it to me.